When we were young, we thought our paper crowns were made of gold, full of curiosity and dreams, not knowing what life would be like but hoping it'd be transformational. We leave our mark on society. We learn to take risk, fall, and rise, continuing to find the best versions of ourselves. Today we celebrate all things new. A new beginning, a new hope, a new me.
A life and addiction on the streets was classic case strategic hopelessness. I was in a dark place.
I didn't live a very respectful life. I wasn't doing very esteemable things. I was kind of a low bottom, kind of hopeless drunk, and a drug addict. I didn't respect myself, and the things that I was doing wasn't, I don't know, I was hanging with the wrong crowd and listening to the wrong people. I was just not setting myself up for anything good.
My life in addiction, earlier I was in denial, the middle parts, I was just sinking slowly, but then the later spots before I came here, I was suicidal, I was doing wretched things to my body. I was kind of like Paul, a sinner of sinners.
People are affected by this disease more than we realize.
The significant events that led me to life change are, number one, my family. Through my addiction, my trauma, I just watched my family dwindle around me. And I always sat there and said, well, why can't it be me? And I'm sitting here today because God said, no, you're right. You have something more inside of you. You just need to see it. Well, I see it now.
I've been sober for 9 months now.
I have been sober for 15 months now, including nicotine.
So how long have I been sober now? I'll have 2 years and, a couple months. I wasn't prepared for that question. So I've been sober 21 months, and it's the longest sobriety I've ever had.
The growth that I've had in this program has taught me to just be myself.
There's a lot of love at the mission. They loved me when I didn't love myself.
The happiest day, time, or moment that I've had in life change was after the first 35 days or so, when I first saw my mom, and the way she grabbed me, and just the way she grabbed me, but just to even see her, as soon as she saw me or she's pulling in the car, I can still remember it right now. And then just seeing them for the first time when I thought that I'd completely lost them, it's a feeling that I cannot put into words. Now that I've had almost a year of sobriety, my life is calm. I can laugh, I can go to sleep at nighttime. There's no nightmares at nighttime. I haven't had a nightmare in 8 months, and I can run, physically I feel like Superman. I'm happy, I can smile. I think the first month when I arrived here, I don't remember smiling. And that's one of the first things I remember when when my counselor asked me what I wanted to change at the end. At this point, I wanted to be able to smile, but just, I didn't want to smile. There was the thought or even the feeling or sensation of wanting to smile had been lost. But there's an inner peace within me now.
One of my favorite events was probably our camping trip. We went up to Blue Pool, the waterfalls up there, the campground, catching some fish, the rafting trip. It was the first time in a long time that I went camping. It was in a tent. It was a choice. It was a choice to go do it for fun. It was a choice to do it sober. Granted, every choice and decision I've made, I'm responsible for. But it's the first time in a lot of years where I got to see that I could have fun sober.
Something about being around an atmosphere, whether it's directly talking about our addictions to just having that camaraderie with each other, it took my mind off of thinking about my addiction. And because of that, it helped me be able to recognize the things I need to work on. And I wasn't so focused on my self-pity, and it really helped me take that next step each day to whatever I need to work on.
You know, I think going tubing down the river with a bunch of dudes, man, like that was pretty cool, because I was telling a couple guys next to me, I said, man, I've been lost for so long, like I've never even done this, you know. And that was like in my first phase there. And it just showed me, you know, hey man, you can have fun, man. It's all right. Because you're out there for so long, you don't know what fun is anymore. It's survival, watching your back. So at that moment, going down that river, I said, man, this is cool.
That was one place where I could truly unload. It wasn't necessarily everything I was taking in. It was everything that I was trying to still hold a barrier over that I didn't want to unload. It helped me to get them out. So praise Jesus for that.
There are people there that are constantly supporting me and encouraging me. And especially in the hard times, just reminding me that I'm still there. I'm still doing this thing, and that I'm gonna make it. My hopes and dreams and plans for the future. I feel like for the first time, I'm actually gonna see who I really am. I love helping people, and I feel like I can actually do that now. And I also love music. And this year, the Lord has allowed me to get back into being able to worship Him. And it's like a fire that's gotten started, because now I'm getting back into all the old music stuff that I used to do.
I feel like I'll be able to stay sober this time because I've never wanted it so much more than I do now. Having been a dad, having been given the opportunity to be a dad, has shown me so much more. He's shown me the good life that I didn't think was possible for me, and that's something I don't want to give up so easily.
What do I love about life now? I just take things a day at a time. I love learning about the Lord and my job, and man, I struggle with interviews, but man, honestly, I've never been happier, and I've never had more joy than I have right now. I honestly can't sleep at night because I have so much joy. I'm wanted now, and I'm loved now.
And there's a lot of good things going on, and I know that the best is yet to come. I'm getting married pretty quick here to my best friend, the love of my life that I met 9 years ago, and God reconnected us, and it's pretty cool.
The light at the end of the tunnel for me was seeing sobriety pass day by day. It's one of those things that it's a day by day thing, and it requires a lot of patience, but to know that, for example, right now, I'm thinking about in 3 months, I'm going to be 1 year sober. I couldn't go for a day sober the last 2 years or so before I came here. I've tried, and I'd always try and keep count, and the longest I ever went was 5 days. To sit here and know that I'm almost 1 year sober, it's a feeling that I cannot put into words.
I just wanted to say thank you to Joe. The whole process, you made it so much easier. If it wasn't for you being able to open up to you and you being that person that you are, I don't think I would have made it as far as I did. If I would, maybe I would have, but I wouldn't have been able to experience a lot of what I've experienced. So I want to say thank you to you. Thank you to my parents for being there for me, being there through that whole program.
Shout outs will go to my family. First of all, I love you guys. I apologize it's taken me this long. I apologize it's taken me this long to get here. I'm not going back. I love you. To all the staff at the Eugene mission, and the shout out is going to go to all the donors. I'd love to take this opportunity to say thank you. To say thank you for being a part of this program existing. And God, for you leading me through the doors of life change. Thank you.